Hi, Steve here. Just a brief overview on how to set up BetEngine to run your laying game selections. And in this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to do the place laying for the 2 to 4 odds bracket, which I find, well, it's my favorite and it's the one that's the most profitable. So first of all, let's get into setting up BetEngine. Okay, when you first open BetEngine, it looks a bit daunting on everything you've got there, but at the top there, just pick one tab there and make it open that tab. So I mean, we've got different test tabs, 6 favorite tab. This one here I've named LG2. This is my laying game place tab, if you like. So what we need to do is when we first open a new tab is make sure horse racing's ticked, and then we come down to events. Now for laying game we need the UK and Ireland ticked. These are also in the manual that's at below this video as well. Okay, we also want the flat ticked, NH and or weather track, and importantly here we want the place tick. So we are only going to be playing in the place market. We want handicaps, non-handicap, make sure they're ticked, and then the places, minimum places are 2 and the maximum places are 5. So that's all set for events. We go into rankings. We just want it on the manual mode because what we're going to do is we're going to flick through and place these selections manually. It's so quick, it's not worth hassling around with a CSV file or anything else. We're just going to do it manually. And we want the odds. We're just going to use odds here. So that's all we need in the ranking. In the fave tabs, we don't need anything, so we can just leave it as it is. We don't want anything in there. Criteria. Now this is what do we want the bot to bet on? Okay, our minimum odds are going to be 2. Our maximum odds are 4. Minimum runners, I just put 4 in there. You can put 5 if you like. Maximum 50. Well, we're just going to set it up like that. No boxes down here ticked. Nothing along here. We don't need anything here ticked. Okay, so basically just the odds and the runners there. If we go to ranges, we don't need any ranges, so we just bypass that. Filters. I'm not sure if you need these, but if you just follow what's in the instructions, male, female, minimum age is 2, maximum age is 20. So we're going to encompass every horse that's racing. Weight 98 to 181. I think these are all default settings anyway. And over here contains, we just need all those contained there. That means we're going to get every horse that's racing anyway. Snapshots, we don't want anything in there. Bet. Now I bet 20 seconds before the off at the best odds, and if it's unmatched it gets cancelled. Okay, one odd, maximum bet's 50. So these are default settings there. Now the BSP betting, because we're betting 20 seconds before the off, we don't need to use this area here. And why we don't use Betfair SB betting in this one here is because we can't restrict it to between 2 and 4, which is what we want in the place market. So if we were to go BSB betting, we would have to encompass all place bets because we could only set the limit at the highest one, which would be 4s. That would include horses that are paying $1.50 for a place, which we don't want. So that is why we use the general here, 20 seconds before the off. Dutch betting, we don't want anything. Results, just the Betfair settled market. It doesn't really mean much to us because we're not progressive betting here. We're only betting level stake or the same. We're not progressing. We're not increasing our bets. So in the results, just take Betfair settled is fine. Okay, so that's all that's set up there. General, I think this is default. We just have include all races, and then make sure all the months and the days are ticked, which I think you'll find they are anyway. So once we've set up the betting criteria and told the bot what we want to bet on, then we have to go over here to the staking. And we've got level. So if you were going to bet stakes, so if you were going to say I'm staking $10 or £10 per lay bet, then you would choose level, right? And then you would configure level. So you would have your fixed stake at whatever you want at 5, 10, 20, whatever you want, you'd put it in there. I'm using fixed liability, and I use $10 £10 per race. So that's where you set these here. These other ones here, none of these settings will come into vogue unless you select that over here on the staking level, unless you select it there. Okay, so for this exercise, I use fixed liability, and I adjust for commission. So that means it allows for the 5% commission, so that I'm spending a little bit more than 10, but I just have adjust for commission. Limits and races we're not worried about here. And that's basically all that we need. Oh, sorry, and we just need to click Save, Settings, Save. Okay, so that when you open this tab, all of what we've just done now is already done for you. You don't have to keep repeating it every day. So now what we need to do is we just need to go into do our selection. So we can see here the first race here is at Chepstow. You can see here to be placed. All these horses that come up now are to be placed, and you'll find that once you open the bot, it just takes maybe a minute or 2 minutes to load the races. Okay, but once the races are loaded, you'll see them up in this window here, and that's where we start. So now what I'll do with this method here, you don't even have to bother printing off the laying game selections if you don't want to. So we can see here, the first race we've got here is 14:45 Lingfield Artemis. So all we do is we go down to the Lingfield race here, click on it, and it comes into this box here. We see Artemis here. So we click in this column here, in the left-hand column. This MR is must run. So if you had a odds-on favourite you want it to be, you could tick there. But in the way that we get the results and do everything with laying game, I don't worry about anything there. I just click Artemis there and move on. The next one is the 15:05 here from, sorry, the 15:05 I want, 15:05 from Chepstow, and our selection is Go for Broke. So just click on Go for Broke, and then I move on to the next race. That's how quick it is. 16:10, we've got Frangipani. Just click on Frangipani. Now we don't worry about these forecast prices here or anything, because the bot will only place the lay bet if it's between $2 and $4 or £4. Okay, our next bet here is Broad Ranger, 16:45. Click on 16:45. Move on to the 17:50 at Chepstow. We've got this one here, and we just go on like this. I'll go through the whole card just so you got a quick idea on how quick we can do this if I don't keep shooting over the races. Okay, the next one we've got here is Lingfield, Dividend Dan. We go to Wigan, Spot Fine. And as you know, if you've used this before, we've got 2 at 8 o'clock there. We've got the Lingfield one as well. As you know, if you've been using laying game, most of these horses that we have tend to be favourite or close to it. They also have a uncanny knack of getting beaten. Windsor, we've got Price Equation. 1940 at Windsor. Voyage of Discovery. 9:15 Thirsk. We got Beat the Tide. Okay, we've only got a few more here to go, I think. Windsor. Libus. Kelwigan. Okay, what have we got there? Okay, that's it. We've done our selections now, and all we need to is to go from inactive to active, and you can see now it brings up the races here, and we are ready to go. So all I need to do now, I can just you can't close the bot off. The bot's got to be running in order to place the bet. So if you can't leave your computer on, or you got your laptop, make sure that the hibernation mode's not on so it doesn't turn itself off. You can use a virtual server if you want to for about £10–15 a month. You can load BetEngine up onto the virtual server, which is just like another hard drive except it's housed elsewhere. Put your bets on, close your virtual server down, log off, and BetEngine will just run on your virtual server all the time without you having to leave your laptop on. Okay, this is Steve thanking you for watching this overview on how to put the laying game place bets into BetEngine. Thank you very much. All the best. Cheers.